Hello, good evening. Bonsoir. If you've been watching the last 5 minutes, that was the first song. It's this very avant-garde number. Is there any water about? Sorry to be a diva already. My Beyonce-like stage demands. This one's called Another Side. Very short song.
Should introduce yourself.
So, this is the only venue I've ever played in where if I spill this water it would probably be alright. Right, I always spill drinks when they're on stage. Okay, this is called Other Side, for real this time. I thought I saw another side to you. Thought everybody else was wrong and I was right. Thought I saw another side to you. Behind the selfish tendencies, inside lurked insecurities, and I will know better next time, if there is another next time, and I will be dead, for I reveal this part of me to anyone. I saw another side to me. You brought something out that maybe shouldn't be. Man must not be fragile or be lost, or be the stupid fuck that thought that we could be any more than the vaguest of acquaintances, passing in the night, breathing in the dark, hoping that the dawn would take it all away, like you were never there, as if I'd never seen. So, thank you. How are we doing? Alright? Alright, people, it's very spread out, aren't you? Kind of sporadic. I shall try and cover you all, but, you know, be very professional, try and direct particular points to particular people.
Substance abuse and bad judgment, direct those at me.
I do have one actually about substance abuse. Not of my own, of course, but far too middle class for that. But yeah, I shall direct it at you, sir. That's good. I'm now in America where it's okay to call people sir. If you say it in England now, we're in this kind of weird sort of post-irony thing where you call someone sir, they just think you're being patronising. But it's quite common over here, so it's, if that's alright, I shall just call everyone sir. Yeah, I'm kind of like the sort of reverse Bill Bryson, basically. I come over here, observe things, and get slightly patronising about it. I grew up in a town called Abingdon in Oxfordshire, near Oxford, head of Oxford in England. Great university town, yeah. And Bill Bryson, when he said about Abingdon, I think it was 3 lines, and no, I think it was 3 words. I think he just said crap shopping centre, as a sort of unpleasant 60s shopping centre. Oh, the mic's going to follow me.
Does it need tightening?
Maybe.
The mic stand's being dodgy.
Thanks very much. This is great, you know, it's a gig where everyone's just so willing to help. It's like the average, is the total opposite of every gig I usually do, where the sound man's sort of at the bar and just kind of like, oh, there's a problem with my sound or whatever. Right, anyway, you'll have got by now that my sets are generally 90% me talking bollocks and then about 10% me playing some songs. So here's a song anyway. This is called Warnings. The world is full of warnings. We're all out here on a limb. The world is full of people who just stare out and say, I don't care what happens to me, as long as I don't end up like him. Well, hail malcontents and misanthropes, for I have walked in your stride. Beware the world and all its sympathies, it won't wash out the shame that you hide as you make cynical eyes. Oh no, oh no. See, for now bitterness is nigh, and for such as I, revenge will soon be mine. In time. Say you've seen me watching the birds wrapped hour on hour. But me, I do not covet them, well at least I don't count every feather and desire. They are one freedom, crossing paths of pale misfortune. How you would deal in disaster if you could, but will the physic locked in talents you don't hold. The world is full of warnings, while we all dance on with whim. The world is wiser than you think, but the band plays on as we waltz en famille on the banks of the Liffey, as Sartre serves up the drinks. Thank you very much. That's not cricket match applause there. That sort of gently made its way across the. What is this? A yard? Do we call this a yard? Yeah, a yard. Across the yard. There we go. Just learning the vocab there.
I do think this qualifies as a yard.
I think it's very nice. I think yard's a good word. I think in England probably yard would be quite derogatory, but I think I like yard. You know, yard sounds things are exciting. Things would happen in a yard. You know. Good. What sort of, like, so I can just kind of gauge where we're going with this. What sort of, you want cheery songs, depressing songs, or any particular keys you want songs in? Cheery songs? You rock the cheery songs.
I'm looking for depressing, but you know what?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much depressing. There might be a couple. There's one or two in G minor, so G major even. That's what you take, right? So at the beginning of the bottle, it needs to be quite cheery, and then the more, yeah. I've got a song like that as well. Okay. Here's a couple of songs in C major, so cheery. I'm quite rubbish at publicity, but I've got an album. I've got 4 copies with me, so don't rush. They're usually £5, and then no one was buying them, so now they were £4. So I don't know what the exchange rate would. I put about $8, but that sounds a bit ridiculous. So if anyone wants for $5, that's probably giving it away. I don't know. Then come up to me afterwards. Probably not when I'm playing a song, but maybe afterwards. But I'd be happy to sell you one. To be frank, I'd be happy even if you haggle. I'll be prepared to sell you one. very good. 13 songs. That's quite a bargain for $5 or how much I said. One of the songs, I'd say buy the CD, because if you download them, I think they're 79p a track, and one of the tracks is 40 seconds long, so it's not great value for money. As I said, great at the PR. Okay, so 2 songs in C. Do you want the cheery one first or the depressing one first? Depressing. Do you want the cheery one first? Alright, okay. This is, I wrote this I think about 10 years ago, which is terrifying for me, frankly. It's sort of a twee sea shanty kind of thing. It started me off in this kind of weird habit of writing songs only in waltz time. That's now my default setting. Do you ever feel like the only plain sailor upon a sea of fools? This life seems so cruel. Do you ever feel like the only sane person locked in this padded cell, and the whole damn world seems to get by without you so well? I've become a bore, I've become such a terrible bore. Nobody happens no more, 'cause I can't stop talking about you and yours. As soon as I plotted my course, your sweet breeze knocked me off my feet, and I accepted defeat graciously. You are the light shining bright under my door, but me, I'll just stay in my room, in case I'm made to look or act like a fool. And I've become a bore, I've become such a terrible bore. Nobody listens no more, 'cause I can't stop talking about you and yours. Yes, I've become a bore, I've become such a terrible bore. Nobody listens no more, 'cause I can't stop talking about you and yours. Thank you. I should clarify that the lyric, it should be nobody listens no more, and I think I sang it as nobody happens no more, which just sounded kind of, I don't know, quite like some sort of accidentally Syd Barrett-esque kind of thing going on there. But yeah, maybe I should change the lyric to that, you know. This one's called Tonight. This is, look, as I started to play that, I thought that's the cheery one, and it's not very cheery at all, really. That is the cheery one, though, in context of me, you know. At least it's in C. The ones now, they're all A minor. You know what I'm saying? Wrote this when I ran out of milk one day. So tired of living tonight, so tired of dying. Let me just cough, sorry. So again. No, I had the cough before I came here. It's not smog or anything. It's snowing in England. It's about -2, so I've got a massive in the middle of a winter cold. Let's try again, shall we? Actually, if I use a capo, you see, then it might be easy to sing. Yeah. It's technically cheating though, isn't it? I resisted using capos for years. As a sort of bit of a capo skeptic. Yeah, I can just about make that. Here we go. So tired of living tonight, so tired of dying tonight, too tired to try tonight. I've no time to love tonight, I have no time to lie tonight, no time to live my life tonight. Think I see your face again tonight, hear your voice on the phone, but I strain to remember what you look like. Saw a change in you one night, seemed to smile but there was something behind those eyes. Spirit seemed to have been destroyed, thought you were just paranoid. Then this feeling came a-knocking at my door. Thanks. Cheers. Oh, thank you.
Do you have CDs?
I do. There's a pile of them there. They're like $5 or haggle. So, like enough for a beer or something. I don't know how much beers cost. So this is my first gig in America, so that's exciting. Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, let's clap about it. No, thank you very much. You're an absolute charming audience and a worthy first audience. So I've been to America before, but never to Austin, and it always takes about 24 hours to acclimatise, I think. Not just to the climate, just to. I was thinking about this. I do think in this slightly old hippie way sometimes. I was just thinking that it's a long way away, and we tend to think of. I mean, because there's quite a lot of American stuff on telly, and actually vice versa. There's a lot of sort of British stuff on American telly these days, isn't there? And you tend to think of it as someone that's not very far away because you're always kind of seeing stuff that's American. But it is a long way away. Not sure what the point of that was, what I just said, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there's lots of things that are different, but in a really good way. So today I went to a thrift store, which is good. I rode on a bus. I got a free iced tea. And, that's pretty much made my holiday. And now I'm playing to you folks, so... what should we do now?
Let's put your head out here.
I could put my... Wow, see, you know what you're doing. Do you want a job in management?
Are they the same? They're the same?
They are all the same. I can sign or individually number them, maybe that'll make them worth more, I don't know.
Thank you.
Thanks. I need helpers, you know. I always wondered why spies and wrestlers have handlers, don't they? Like, I don't know what it is that links spies and they always have handlers, and I need a handler, you know? I need someone who just goes, yeah, no, right, do this, do that at this time.
Roadie.
So I need roadie. Roadie's probably a more accurate word for it, yeah.
We'll be back. We just have to run the gear.
Cool. Take care.
We'll be back.
Okay, let's try this one. before I started, I think I've got an album title because before we started, that one of the guys from the band said, "Let me know when you're ready, and I'll turn off the reggae." Or something. I kind of quite like that, the ring of that. It sort of rhymed when I was thinking about it, and now I've just said it. It doesn't really rhyme, but you know, maybe it's turned down the reggae. Actually, that slightly scans better, doesn't it? It's lovely, this sort of stream thing. Does this have a name? The stream thing? The Creek. The Creek. A Creek. Yeah. No, I know what a creek is. I thought you meant it was actually called The Creek, which just sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it? The Creek. I'm playing tonight by The Creek. So this one is about watching the telly. We had these, I don't live in London, but they had these riots in London a couple of years ago, which is quite big news. We don't riot very often in Britain. We usually leave it to the French. But there was a big riot in London, and I was just watching it on the telly, which was quite odd, just kind of seeing all this kind of madness unwind on the telly. And then of course you used to have to, I was actually recording in a studio in Hackney the week after, so there was still kind of burning traffic cones and you know, things like that around. It was a bit strange, and it started me thinking about how we interpret these events and how we see them through like television news, which is 24 hour now, and it always emphasises the bad bits, and that probably gives you a totally skewed idea of what's actually going on. It's about that kind of thing. So that was my typical singer-songwriter introduction to a really pretentious song, and here it is. Late night time, twilight mind, on the run from the daily grind. Slip off time, neath television blinds, drift swiftly, drift softly as sleep script binds. What a peculiar thing to watch horror unfold in color. Late night time, watch fire frenzy unwind, mindless violence, the buzzword line. 24-hour coverage conveniently underlines my role in the world. Late night time, twilight mind, on the run. Thanks very much. So that's a new one. Some of these are new, some of them are on the album. So I might do you want the one on substance abuse now? Do you want? No. Yeah, we'll give it that one, shall we? So this is kind of a witness song about witnessing things. So yeah, it's called In the City. It's about this weird party I went to in Hackney in London, where someone sort of invited me to play, kind of outside, a bit like this, but in a marquee. And it was really cool, and there were lots of people with their kids there, and dogs and things, and it was a really nice kind of summer's day. And then sort of after, there was a kind of period where, it must have been about 7 o'clock, where it stopped being a very nice child-friendly party and turned into something quite altogether different, and it was a bit odd at the time. They put the children to bed. Then he said, let's take this evening too far. Proceedings took a tall turn. It's not for me, I'm off to sleep in the car. She said it's just what you do when you've drunk all the beer in the bar. It may be normal for you, I said, but to me, well, it's right off the ground. You played that piano for God knows how long. Now dawn creeps on through. You pass the power, but you run out of songs. Tell me, what did you find out on the line? What did you find out on the line? Promised you about yourself, so you led me upstairs in the gloom. You point, will this do? As you motion to, then to zip up, leave the room. I tried to drop off as reggae shakes the glass. Head pounding from the drink, I sternly think, is this hypocrisy in me? As childhood warnings echo through dull dreams of the past, though I can't see it now. Could this somehow be future I'd see down in in this city. Thank you very much. Oh, beer, fantastic. Imported from England, like myself. Although I am not 4.7%. And yourself? Nice. So you were just putting your hand up. Nice. You were pointing. Yeah. It's great. It's I've seen it on tap in this country as well. Actually, in New York, I've seen it in tap. I don't think that exists in England on tap. Unless maybe in Newcastle actually.
You can get it on tap in Jackalope downtown.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, actually no longer brewed in Newcastle. So I said to break into your illusions, it's now brewed in Tadcaster, which is in Yorkshire, I believe. I think it's the John Smith's brewery. I think it is. So yeah, it's brewed in Yorkshire now, but don't tell anyone. I've probably broken a trade secret there. It tastes better, I swear, over here though. I don't know what it is, but it tastes better than it does in England. Good old cough. Right. So, what did I just do with that other harmonica? Are you up for another one in the same vein as that one? Slightly dark, but goes on a bit, yeah? But okay, this one should... the pages keep turning. I know what I'm going to do. When you've got two capos available, you see. Right. You turned to tell, with a voice that could charm hell, that you and I this time must die. One final hurrah, I stumble to the bar, your guilt pays my way. I'll have dinner and drinks, I say. Light mindless chatter rubs salt in the sore. As the barman whistled a tune from his childhood, I held it together as best I could. For it may surprise you to learn, unlike those that I've known, I've a heart that beats cold as these very stones. But even I, in more lucid mind, have lain awake from time to time at night, and dared to cry on somewhere outside. The drunks all sang, they stood on the corner in a haze of beer and piss and matted hair. For a moment I fancied I might join them there. This dark new era begins. Cruel winter blows, cold comfort in the gap through my pain-flaked sill. Cooned in wistful dreams of thee, doom-laden as you pass by me, to visit another in these lodgings, foolish jealousies, and in every nightmare now. Drunks roll by, each glance a threat from venomous eyes. Oh, how they clutch at me as I writhe helplessly, and when I wake to my horror, there at the window they wait for me. How the drunks all sigh, how the drunks all sigh, the drunks all sigh, how the drunks all sigh. Last orders rang, drunks all sigh. Last orders bell rang. We danced for the final time in the hall till the cockerel called. Cheers, thank you. I don't know what my slot is. Do I just keep going till you tell me to stop? Couple more minutes. What, 2 songs or something? Or what, longer? Or 1.5? Good compromise. Allow that half a song I've got in the back pocket. Do I take tips? Yeah, sure. Or buy a CD, maybe that's cheaper.
Thanks a lot.
Alright.
Wow, you're halfway there.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Wow. This is the land of opportunity. Okay, this is a song off the album. It's called Eccentric Club. And then I'll finish on one that's in G major, so it's nice and cheery for you. It's really nice to come to Austin, actually, because everyone pretty much dresses like me, so it's great. Everyone's got a beard. It's fantastic. It's not the same in Norwich, so it's good. Well done for your facial hair collectively, Austin. It is to be saluted. I know someone who's out of your league. If you want to make a fool of yourself in front of a friend who knows full well what it is to be a fool, who spends some time and scrubs up well for nothing, who chuckles at the memory. It sounds less tragic that way. I will piss in her beer if she says one more time that you are too good for someone like her, someone who knows the rules they're playing. Dignified silence is the best course here. But what's the point of saying what can't be said? Handsome, lonely hearts, eccentric club. Handsome boy, a lonely heart, eccentric club. Put it in a song in a box somewhere, sing it overseas, hide it in an allegory. Don't say you can, don't say you feel, don't say nothing. You've got to laugh, but it sure is lonely on the shelf. Cheers, thank you. My apologies for the continued hammering of this mic from my mouth and harmonicas. Okay, this is the last one. Thanks for being a fantastic audience. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'd like to thank Alice and Shad for having me, and everyone here. It's just been lovely. Lending me guitars and lending me bus timetables and all sorts. It's been wonderful. So thank you, and hopefully see you again soon. I'm on the internet, all the usual things, so you can listen to stuff on there. My name is Chad Mason, by the way, but I forgot. I probably did forget. If you Google Chad Mason and Bandcamp and Meandering, you'll find the album which you can play. And if you want, you can download and give me money, or you can buy it here. But as long as you listen to it, that's the main thing, and you can listen to the whole thing on there. So help yourselves. This one's called Long Way Home, which it is, funnily enough. So thank you very much, and good night. Here we go.
Sit first.
The only figure on the street to curse my still aching feet and walk on, walk on, walk on. Confounded by myself again one day, take a step and then drift back, drift back, drift back. There was a time when you and me, we talked the birds out of the trees. Not anymore, not anymore, not anymore. You taught me not to hide behind a childish disguise, behind a lie, a lie, a lie. There comes a time when and something's got to give. And we've all got our own precious lives to live. Oh, it's a long way home. It's a long Love is such a stupid game that we keep playing, and I lose again. I lose again. Again. Stuck in this beam of light that burns after the millionth time. You'd think I learn, I learn, I learn. I breathe in, I breathe out, just the side, the same old dance, keep on walking. These shoes are wearing out, they're wearing out. I breathe out, I breathe in, laugh at myself again, keep on walking. These boots are wearing thin, they're wearing thin. It's a long way home. It's a long way down. Thanks very much, cheers, good night, take care, lovely to meet you all. Right, beer. Thank you. We can have the reggae back on now.